Wow, Teofimo Lopez sends dual confusing messages to both Devin Haney and also George Kambosos. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, boxing is getting real weird. You're starting to see, especially in the pandemic, I think the pandemic in boxing has brought out some of the worst in boxing, you know, real clickbaity, just different things that you're seeing. But now the messages are getting confused. It seems like a lot of people, boxing fans, boxing media, they don't really know who to trust or what narrative to go with. Like, boxing used to be pretty simplistic. You know, you have Mike Tyson on top, Roy Jones and Pacquiao's and Julio Cesar Chavez, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, etc. But now it's like you have different narratives and you see one headline, then the day later is something else. For example, Ryan Garcia says that me and Tank are gonna fight, and there's this big hype about them fighting next. And then Ryan Garcia comes out with ESPN and tells ESPN that he has other business and a bigger fight that has a gag order, so he can't reveal. But there's a bigger fight allegedly than Gervonta Davis. So, you know, it's weird times in the world of boxing, but we do our thing over here, Boxing Ego. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Now, in regards to Teofimo, one thing that he says is very confusing. You will see brand new articles, and again, a lot of clout chasing, a lot of cap in the world of boxing. You see brand new articles. Teofimo Lopez says, Devin Haney, be ready, my man, because I'm going to F you up, right? So we know this would be a great fight. Devin Haney is a skilled operator, and so is Teofimo Lopez, coming off the biggest win of his career against Lomachenko. So he says, be ready, I'm going to F you up. There's also a situation created by the WBC in which fans are confused. This fight would actually end the confusion. Now, Teofimo Lopez went on record and saying on his Instagram Live, we're going to send 2 contracts, one to Devin Haney and one to Teofimo. Check out this clip.
We're going to throw contracts at Devin. We're going to throw contracts at Kambosos. Whatever we get back with, as long as we find a medium, we all agree on the terms, then that's your fight. They all going to know. Why you think Devin said April? Everything's already falling into place, ladies and gents. Y'all just got to wait.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. A storm is coming. Conor McGregor, the rematch is here. Poirier versus McGregor 2, only on ESPN Plus. Use my link in the description. UFC 257. I'll see you at the fights.
Who the fuck is that guy?
You guys also seen an ad for UFC 257. Make sure you use my link. The date is almost here. Conor McGregor. Who the f is that? I don't know what you're thinking. Use my link again. It does help the channel continue to grow. UFC 257 should be a good one. But you seen the clip. Teofimo Lopez says they're going to send a contract to Devin Haney and George Kambosos, and Kambosos is supposed to be his mandatory, etc. Very confusing stuff, because if you send 2 people 2 contracts simultaneously, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but what if they both agreed and liked the terms? What if Devin Haney is hasty, wants to fight, and George Kambosos? Now that you have 2 lingering contracts out, who would get the fight? So that doesn't make too much sense to me. But to further that claim, after Teofimo says, Devin, be ready, my man, I'm going to F you up, and Devin Haney, I made a video about it, says it's super cap, it does look like it's cap, and it doesn't look like we're any closer to Teofimo versus Devin Haney, because after saying I'm going to F you up, this is a tweet from Teofimo Lopez. George Kambosos on his verified page says, speed and a warrior's heart, I'm coming for you. Right? SiriusXM says the undisputed lightweight champ Teofimo Lopez will soon face his first mandatory challenger, George Kambosos. Manager Peter Khan tells, SiriusXM how this fight will happen and where it will be, and Kambosos' edge, right? It says Kambosos' biggest asset is his speed. So this is Peter Khan, who is a manager, saying what strengths George Kambosos has. So it looks like Ego Stradamus strikes again. While Teofimo saying he's sending dual contracts, I told you, typical top-ranked tricks and trickery, that Teofimo was fighting who he's been rumored to fight, George Kambosos, and it wouldn't be Devin Haney. I mean, this is becoming far too predictable. Every time I say something, people say, oh, Ego, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. The Devin Haney fight is next. And boxing fans continue to have their feelings hurt and get dejected by boxing when you see the games and the politics. Bob Arum keeps saying Devin Haney, he's not as popular as Ryan Garcia, is not as popular as a fight with Gervonta Davis, but those fights aren't happening either. Teofimo's not fighting either one of those, so Devin Haney would be a great fight. And it is becoming almost nonsensical and asinine that it looks like Teofimo, as predicted by the great Ego Stradamus, is going to fight George Kambosos whilst using the Devin Haney angle and saying I'm sending contracts to Devin Haney, which I told you wouldn't manifest. And now you have George Kambosos speaking on it, his manager speaking on it. George Kambosos says, you guys see, speed and warrior heart, I'm coming for you, end quote. And to which Teofimo responded and says, be careful what you ask for. And it looks like a cockroach and a okay, like he's a roach, he's a bug, he's an insect, he's gonna step on him. So this just looks like one big clout chase that is happening in the sport of boxing. The other bad thing for Teofimo Lopez, I would say, is the mere fact that he's saying he doesn't want to fight Lomachenko, which is also a bigger fight than George Kambosos. And if you're not going to fight Lomachenko for whatever reason, even though I think that's a good fight, Lomachenko has his own gripes, whether you agree with him or not. The first fight was cool. Everybody with old media loved that fight, but then nobody wants to see the rematch to that. And that seems like a fight they can facilitate. Lomachenko's side is saying he wants it, and he had a shoulder injury and judge bribery and stuff like that. So we can see who can make the better adjustments, but Teofimo has automatically ruled that out. And then again, we know he's not fighting Gervonta or Ryan Garcia next, but Devin Haney is a fight that would solidify so much, and it would also show the world who's the real undisputed and get rid of one of these unnecessary WBC titles, main titles. But it looks like it's going to be Kambosos, as predicted by your boy Ego Stradamus. Like, I don't think I could get any more accurate in this world of boxing regarding my picks. You know, everybody says whatever. Teofimo just said to Devin he was going to F him up, right? You see articles, and at the end of the day, that's doesn't look like the next fight. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I told you. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing out. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.